What's up, people? Fellow Simps. Suki Sims. Anyway. This is a Katsuki Bakugo X little sister listener or reader. This is let's just do this. Not romantic. I'll discuss some people. Anyway, the creator, and it's by Kawaii Kudere. On Wattpad. I follow her and I like her stuff, so you're gonna see probably a lot of her. Anyway. Name. Masumi Bakugo. Anyway. Family, Katsuki Bakugo, Mitsuki Bakugo, Masuro Bakugo. You're 6-year-old. Your quirk is exuding sweat. You can secrete acid sweat from anywhere on their body, and the fraction occurs or rubbed on something will create explosions, like Katsuki's quirk, but needs friction to activate. You have dough chocolate brown hair like your dad, blonde hair like your mom, straight hair. The only one with straight hair instead of spiky in her family. You're 105 centimeters tall. You look small, frail, cute, but you are very powerful. Your personality, sassy. You're a sassy, happy, go-luck, confident, can be quite savage at times, and very blunt. She's most like Misuru personality-wise, but she can snap and go full Bakugo mode. Like Katsuki. Parents Izuku, Eri, Aizawa, Kirishima. Sweets likes Katsuki. Parents Izuku, Eri, Aizawa, Kirishima. Sweets. Sleeping, annoying Katsuki, and reading. Dislikes being woken up, waiting Mineta, being alone in the dark, being sick, cleaning up, failing, and losing. And that was the end of chapter 1. Now let's get on to the actual story. What the heck are you doing here? was a normal day in 1A's homeroom. Katsuki was getting yelled at by Ida for having his legs on the chair in front of him. But he wasn't listening. He was too busy scrolling through messages from his mom until he came across one from his mother. The old hag, Katsuki whispered to himself. Excuse me, Bakugo, but who are you calling an old hag? Such foul language should not be. Ida started. Go die, I'm trying to see. Katsuki shouted back at Ida, waving his phone in Ida's face violently. Ida went rambling about something, but obviously the boy wasn't listening. Here is what the message said. Oi, brat, Sumi's is staying at UA now. Me and your dad decided to move to Australia since it's always been my dream. The sun is just amazing. You've grown up now. We asked Sumi if she wanted to come with us, but she said, and I quote, Why are you meanies gonna leave Nichan all alone in Japan? You can go, but I'm staying with Nichan no matter what. Humph. Adorable. Apparently, there is another little girl in UA, not much older than her. That's the only reason why we're allowing Sumi to stay on the premises. To become her friend, to be around someone her age. I thought that Sumi would be perfect. We are going in 3 weeks. You better go get yourself home to say goodbye before then. Behave! Behave! Sending aggressive kisses and hugs. Katsuki's face whitened from each sentence. The thing that scared him the most was this message that was sent exactly 3 weeks ago. On the last one, he jumping on his feet and smashing the table with his fist. Baku bro, what's up? You good? Kirishima said, walking up to his hot-headed best friend. The best friend has been there just this is it. Come in, Ida commanded. No. You won't understand. He was cut off by a knock at the door. Normally, Aizawa would slither through the room in a sleeping bag. So, who would be knocking at the classroom door? The noises in the classroom immediately stopped. Come in, Ida commanded. Itsuka Kendo poked her head into the classroom. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I found this kid running through the halls screaming Katsuni. So, do you know where she might have come from? None of our class knows. Is Katsuni in this classroom?
Is Katsuni in this classroom?
A high-pitched voice asked from behind Kendo. I don't know, sweetie, but I'm asking. Kendo was rudely interrupted, and the child pushed past Kendo into the doorway of the classroom and cleared her throat. Ahem. Ahem. Is my knee-chan here? The child asked. The whole class, cute, mutters could be heard around the classroom. What does your knee-chan look like? Uraka said, slowly approaching the girl and crouching to her level. He is really tall. She stood up on her. He is really tall. She stood up on her tippy toes and pointed to the sky. His eyes are like my mama's, and he walks like this. The kid did Bakugo's typical unnecessary large strides. Oh, hey, Brad, I don't walk like that, Katsuki shouted from the seat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He sounds like that. She rolled her eyes. Are you sure your knee-chan is in the school? Where are your parents? Kaminari asks, not adding two pieces of evidence together. Wait a minute. If Class 1A and the boy was coming from that direction, she walked towards the direction that she heard. That she heard what sounded like her brother. Whistled. Katsuki shrunk further into his seat, hoping not to be detected. Katsuni! The child ran up to him, climbing on the chair and placing himself upon his lap. Why are you here, Sumi? Katsuki yelled at his younger sibling, shaking her shoulders violently.
Nichan, stop shaking me.
Matsumi whined in between shakes. Fine, but you better explain yourself. Why are you running around you and being a nuisance? Shh. Katsuki. Matsumi held a finger to Katsuki's mouth. Inside voices, she whispered quietly, nodding her head smugly. Katsuki had an annoyed cross popping veins on the side of his head as he mumbled angrily, waiting for her to explain. You see, I left to Australia, then you would be lonely. If I left to Australia, then then you would be so lonely. So Mama and Papa said I could stay in UA. And then Mr. Caterpillar came and took my bags. And you won't believe it. Believe who came up and asked me. Who, Katsu? Matsumi bounced up and down excitedly. Who? Oh, my rolled his eye. Oh my. She threw her hands up in the air in admiration. He came to watch you. You believe it? Oh my. She threw her hands up in the air in admiration. He came to watch me. Can you believe it? But don't think All Might isn't a good watcher. But I don't think All Might's a very good watcher. Matsumi finished with an evil smirk. Suddenly, the door slammed wide open. I'm looking for Matsume Bakugo. A skinny looking All Might ass looking like he had running around looking everywhere.
I'm here.
A sweet voice replied. All Might marched sternly toward the Bakugo. Younger Bakugo. You should never run off like that again, okay? If school is big, you might get lost. You ran away from All Might? Apologize, Brent. Young Bakugo said, angry, smacking the back of Matsumi's head, just like how his mother did to him.
Sorry, All Might. I just wanted to find Nichan.
Tears welled up in Matsumi's eyes. All Might panicked a bit, not wanting to make the child cry. Well, it's okay now, isn't it?
Bakugo, that's your sister?
Kirishima explained.
Hi.
Matsumi waved at Kirishima. The class settled down. Matsumi Bakugo, stand next to me, a sleepy voice demanded. Everyone, including All Might, jumped only to realize it was just Aizawa. After All Might and the class settled down, Aizawa prompted Matsumi to introduce herself.
But why do I have to talk to the ex to us?
Matsumi whined, keeping a poker face. Yep, that's how Bakugo. Kirishima laughed. It's not very heroic to call people extras, Ida pointed out.
Katsumi is the best hero. He's kind to me. He calls people extras.
Sui pointed and out, tilting her head innocently. Damn straight. Katsuki laughed.
I guess I'll say something. But you guys have to talk about you and your quirks. Otherwise, it isn't fair.
Matsumi folded her arms and pouted. We will, don't worry, mini Bakugo. Kirishima said, still laughing at how cute she was.
Okay then. My name is Mitsumi Bakugo, but you can call me Sammy or Suni. My quirk makes big explosions like Nichan, except using exciting sweat, but it only when I rub it on something. It's called friction.
Matsumi explained, pronouncing the big word slowly. Thank you, Bakugo. The class will have extended homeroom period to introduce themselves. I'll be over here if you need me. Aizawa crawled into his sleeping bag.
Good night, Mr. Caterpillar,
Matsumi said. Hey, Mini Bakugo. Do you know who I am? Kirishima pointed at himself.
You're the one Nichan calls dumb hair. Did you know that you are his best friend?
Matsumi said eyes widening with sparkles and stars, walking over to the boy. Shut up! Katsuki yelled at his sister.
Can I touch your hair? Can I see a quirk? Can I see how long it lasts for? Can you use it underwater? Can you breathe underwater?
Maybe you, Matsumi rambled, whistle hoisted into Kirishima's lab. Being whistle hoisted into Kirishima's lab. Wow, calm down. We have time to answer your questions. So the whole class gathered around the 6-year-old, explaining their quirks, pinching her cheek, stroking her hair, as if a doll, squeaking at her replies and nicknames she had given them. It feels so long. Is that really Sumi Cat?
Is that really Sumi Cat-chan?
Izuku asked his childhood best friend. Of course it is. Use your brain, you damn nerd. Katsuki muttered and rolled his eyes.
Izu-chan?
Zumi called out to him through the crowd. Yes, I guess. Hi again. I don't think you'll remember me. You were really young, and Izuku felt a little arms wrap around his leg. Matsumi looked up at Izuku.
Of course I do, silly. I do, silly. But I didn't know you went to UA.
Eyes shining and widening. Katsu owes me money. Her voice deepened. And I lost my place. Her voice deepened a little, and her eyes quickly narrowed to slits as she turned to Katsuki. Even he flinched. Hey Sumi, I bet you're gonna be a real hottie when you're older. Mineta said, walking slowly towards the child's creepy smile. Matsumi hid behind the leg she was once hugging. If you don't stay away, I'll blow you to the moon. Matsumi stuttered. Mineta, I don't think she's old enough for you to talk to her like that. Izuku stuttered, petting the little girl's head. In fact, you're really cute now, aren't you? Besides, her brother isn't complaining, Mineta grinned smugly. That's because I know she will blast you away. Don't be surprised when you find your body parts have been scattered across the globe. Her explosions are serious. Katsuki laughed intimidatingly. And unless you are willing to die a painful death, then I suggest you stay away from her. And me. He said, picking up his sister and putting her on his shoulders.
Okay.
I was only joking around. Manetta nervously backed away. Good. The siblings said at the same time. That's chapter 1. We're at 25 minutes. Okay. I should be able to finish this all today. Maybe not all the chapters, but at least do 2 chapters. As I'm not doing like I'm not doing like 2 chapters in one video. I mean, look at how long that was. I mean, if it's still short, then I might do 1 more, but looking right now, it's at 25 minutes, and yeah. Shout out to Kawaii Kundere, and bye. Like, sub, and hit notifications.